Billionaires maintain their wealth not by earning a salary, but by owning stocks and real estate. They take out loans against these assets, avoiding taxes while you work your ass off for pennies. It's called wealth management, but what it really means is tax evasion for the elite. Did you know JP Morgan paid $920 million in fines in 2020 for manipulating precious metals markets? And yet they operate under a deferred prosecution agreement, essentially profit sharing with the government. But here's the kicker. This system wasn't always rigged. In 1970, only 35% of women worked outside the home. By giving single mothers free money under welfare programs, governments artificially inflated labor participation rates, creating more taxpayers for their coffers while decimating family structures. Today, over 40% of households are single-parented. That's not progress. That's social engineering designed to break down society into manageable units. And then there's inflation, the silent tax that steals your purchasing power without you even realizing it. Your dollar has lost over 99% of its value since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. Put simply, if your pay hasn't gone up by at least 25% since 2020, you've effectively taken a pay cut. The minimum wage could buy 0.04 ounces of gold under the gold standard. Now it buys 0.02 ounces, a staggering devaluation. But perhaps the most insidious part is how they hide this theft in plain sight through complex financial instruments and propaganda campaigns disguised as economic policy. Did you know that companies like BlackRock are working on tokenizing all assets onto blockchains? Sounds convenient until you realize what it really means: total control over every financial move you make. No cash, no freedom. Let me give you an example from recent history. Howard Lutnick's sons purchasing tariff refund claims from companies at pennies on the dollar, while his father publicly pushed tariffs as beneficial for America. That's not capitalism. That's racketeering at scale. So what can we do? First, understand that gold isn't just a relic. It's mentioned almost 500 times in the Bible as real wealth because its value doesn't evaporate when governments print more paper currency out of thin air. It's up over 115% since 2020, while your dollar tanks. Second, stop playing into their game by living beyond your means just to keep up appearances on social media platforms owned by these same corporations, pushing consumer debt as happiness. Third, educate yourself and others about how this system works through unfiltered sources like books written before corporate censorship became mainstream. Try The Creature from Jekyll Island or Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Finally, recognize that mass unemployment caused by AI replacing jobs will only exacerbate this problem unless addressed now through alternative economic models focused on human well-being rather than shareholder profits alone. Money itself isn't evil, it's neutral, like water or fire can be used for good or ill, depending on intent behind its use. But when controlled by those who worship power above people, it becomes a weapon against humanity itself, designed to turn us all into serfs, living paycheck to paycheck while they rule from ivory towers built with our stolen labor and future generations' debt burdens. Wake up before it's too late. Like if you're ready to break free, share if someone needs to see this. Subscribe for more uncensored truth, and remember, they want you broke so they can own everything, including your soul. Don't let them win. Take back control today.